So here's the note cards, and these are my statistic facts, my quotes. And that's my mom choking. According to CNN Money, the average American household with at least one credit card has nearly $15,950 in credit card debt. This is according to 2012 statistics. So hearing that statistic, some of us are thinking $15,000. That sounds about right. Others of us are saying, I only have $5,000, so I'm doing pretty good. And then there's some of us who are saying, I don't use credit cards. I don't have any debt. I'm responsible with my money. Well, none of these thoughts are really ideal. I spent a lot of time personally and professionally putting into play tactics that promote financial fitness. Using credit is not a bad thing. A lot of companies do it because there's a lot of advantages out there for using credit. Credit card companies offer advantages that cash cannot. According to an article on internetretailer.com, it's estimated that 192 million U.S. consumers shop online in 2006. That's up 15% from the 167 million that are doing it already. In today's growing world of e-commerce, cash is not a very convenient method, and it doesn't really protect consumers. Using a credit card, you get fraud protection. The FTC makes sure that if your card is lost or stolen, you only have to pay $50. This is not fraud protection offered by credit cards. This is actually a law by the Federal Trade Commission. So you can go to ftc.gov and find out more information about that. Also, chargebacks are offered by credit card companies. This protects you because if the vendor doesn't fulfill their end of the agreement, you don't have to pay. So if you buy something online and it doesn't get shipped, you don't have to pay for that. You call your credit card company, say you didn't receive it, and they'll credit you back and charge the merchant back. With cash, you're out your money. You have to argue with the merchant. Also, with disputed charges, they're removed until the dispute is resolved. With cash, you don't get your money back until after the dispute's resolved. So with the credit card, you don't have to pay for it until they figure out whether you owe that money or not. So in addition to protecting consumers' transactions, they also offer a lot of perks by using credit cards. My favorite is the cashback rewards. I use it on all my fixed expenses, gas, groceries, any bills like my cable bill. I put them on my credit card, and that way I get a cashback savings of 1 to 5%, depending on what the credit card company is offering. You can also get a sign-up bonus if you get a new credit card. Chase Freedom offers $100 if you spend $500 in 3 months. This means if you put $500 on your credit card in 3 months, you're going to get $100 back to you. So that's a 20% savings. So again, if you use it on fixed expenses that you were going to spend anyways, you're only paying 80% of the total cost because you're getting that 20% back from your sign-up bonus. Also, there's 0% interest on balance transfers, so if you have outstanding debt and you get a 0% credit card, you get to eliminate the finance charges on your existing debt by putting it on the zero balance transfer credit card. This allows you to pay down your debt quicker because all your money is going towards your principal and you're not spending any on interest. So to take advantage of these credit card perks, it's really important to pick a card that suits your long-term and short-term financial goals. If you want to pay down your debt, get a 0% APR credit card. If you want cash back or you want frequent flyer miles, get a high rewards card like the Discover card or the Chase Freedom card. You can go onto a website called comparecards.com and you can look at several credit cards that are out there and what kind of perks they offer and find a card that's suitable for you. If you're trying to establish credit, you can go on comparecards.com and find one with no annual fee. Use it every month. Maybe it's a $200 limit credit card. Budget that into your bills at $200 every month. Charge it in full and pay it off before the month end. And before you know it, you're establishing a good credit. So when you go out to get an automobile, you're going to end up having some kind of credit and you'll get a lower interest rate than when you get a car. So I know all this sounds really good in theory, right?
Right.
It all sounds good. But we're all worried because credit cards allow us to overspend. So I think it's important that we talk about some tips to avoid overspending so that we can take advantage of these credit card perks without getting ourselves into financial trouble. So you have to be really disciplined. One of the things you can do is leave your credit card at home. Only use it on fixed expenses at the gas station. If you know you're going to fill up, take your credit card that day, fill up, put it back in the drawer when you get home. Other tip is only purchase budgeted items. Only use it for gas, groceries, and your bills. Don't use it to go out to dinner or the movies with your friends or when you're shopping for an outfit. Another tip, if you have a $10,000 credit card, don't carry it around with you. What do you need to spend $10,000 on? Leave your high-limit credit card at home. Or you can call and ask them to actually lower your credit limit if you're nervous that $10,000 is a little bit too risky and that you're not disciplined enough not to rack up that credit. Another thing, don't use store credit cards. Don't take your Kohl's card and go into the Kohl's department store looking for an outfit, because next thing you know, you're going to have 5 outfits. You love them all, you have enough credit to cover them all, and you're going to get them all. So store credit cards usually support impulse buying, so I would say if you have a store credit card, leave it at home. Don't use it. Next, don't buy items expecting that you're going to be better off in the future and able to pay it off. So this Black Friday, don't go get that big screen TV thinking my work bonus is going to cover it, because let me tell you right now, you're probably not going to get the bonus you're expecting. And if you do, go out and buy that TV and you don't get the bonus, now that great TV you got on sale is going to cost you a fortune in finance charges. And the last and most important tip is always ask yourself, would I spend the cash I have in my pocket today on this item? So if you're not willing to depart with the cash today, don't buy it on the credit card. So I'm urging you guys all to use credit, but to use credit wisely. Get out there this holiday season. Take advantage of the credit card holder perks. Get your cash back rewards on the presents you were going to buy anyways. But keep in mind, buy what you can afford, buy what you budgeted for, and think of ways that your credit card can make you money and not cost you money.